Tired of dropping your phone or struggling to prop it up? Meet the Pop Sockets phone grip with expanding kickstand in black, your new must-have accessory. Don't miss out. Grab yours today. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
Microsoft has made some significant changes to its Windows operating system in response to the Digital Markets Act. In Europe, users will now have more control over their browsing experience. Starting with Edge version 1370.329.652, which rolled out on May 29th, users can finally uninstall Microsoft Edge and remove Bing results from Windows search without being nagged or prompted to switch. This change is already live in the European Economic Area, but we'd love to see it in the US too. The good news for those living in Europe doesn't stop there. Microsoft has also announced that users will now be able to choose whether to pin their default browser to the taskbar when setting a different browser. This means that if you're using Chrome or Firefox, for example, and want to set it as your default browser, it will automatically open with those web browsers whenever you click on Read, FTP, or SVG links. But what about the Microsoft Store? Well, in some meaningful ways, users in Europe can now uninstall the Microsoft Store altogether. And even if they do keep the Store app around, apps installed from there will still get updates and can be reinstalled at any time. There are also some new features on the horizon for Windows Search and the Bing app itself. For example, starting in early June, users will be able to move search providers around based on their preferences, and web content will open with the default browser by default, not just when you click on a link or file type. It's worth noting that these changes are all part of Microsoft's efforts to comply with the Digital Markets Act. And while this might seem like a small victory for Windows users in Europe, it's an important step towards giving them more control over their browsing experience. In the meantime, we'll be keeping an eye on how these changes play out and whether they make their way to other regions. Stay tuned for updates from Microsoft Sphere.